Hello, I wanted to do a video about food availability. So I'm standing in my family's kitchen right now, and I'm just going to take you through all of the food that's in our house. Starting down here, this is our spice shelf, if you will. This is a rock that my Didi will grind up our spices that go in our foods. Like here's garlic, there's these little dried hot peppers, ginger, things like that. Left on here is some spicy tomato chutney from lunch. And then here in this bag is something called masiota. So masiota is they'll take lots of vegetables, like they'll take lentils or pumpkin, things like that, and mash them up really good and roll them into balls and then dry them in the sun. So here's how it looks. This is masiota. And then they'll just cook that in oil and reconstitute in water, and I think it's really delicious. Up here, this is turmeric. Turmeric is very important for everything. This is some fenugreek. This is a butter, salt, oil. I believe this is mustard seed oil. Some sesame seeds that go in the tomato chutney. Cloves go in our tea. These are tea leaves. This is coriander. Pure sugar for our tea. So, sugarcane. Sugarcane is actually an Asian plant that I learned. So this grows naturally here. People will just gnaw on this and suck on it because it's really sweet. Then sometimes they'll cook it down and make caramel. So that's also a nice treat. Another packet of salt. Potatoes. We've been doing a lot of potatoes lately because it's dry season. Hasn't rained in like 3 solid months. So there's not a lot of fresh vegetable options. Here is, in this bag is gundruk. So they'll take any kind of green leafy vegetable and then ferment them and then dry them in the sun. So this is what it looks like. And again, just reconstitute them in water. It's very sour, but I think it's good. Up here are some bags of basically different flours. This is some beans. There's millet flour, wheat flour, corn flour, and actually cream of wheat. Cream of wheat is a thing here. We'll have it with our morning nasta. So the food schedule is morning nasta, which is tea with a little snack, like cream of wheat or something like roasted chickpeas. And then 11 or 12 is dal bhat, which is the rice with the lentil soup. And then we call it tarkari. Tarkari is just any kind of vegetable on the side to add flavor. So tarkari will be, a lot of times right now, potatoes, gundruk, or the masiota. And then after dal bhat is afternoon nasta. So again, tea with a little snack. A lot of times we'll make rotis. Rotis are the unleavened flatbread. And then 7 or 8 p.m. dal bhat again with another tarkari. Okay, moving along. This is our milk. Our neighbor has a buffalo, so we buy about half a liter of milk every morning. If you can see, it's actually already starting to separate. And Nepalis love just taking the thick part and eating with rice. My Didi will eat it like that a lot. But if she doesn't, then we'll collect it in this jar. And she'll make butter from it. But if you open this jar, it's absolutely rancid. Okay, and then these are our lentils. So we have 2 kinds right now. This is the masiota kodal, which I like. It's a little more expensive. And this is the cheaper order kodal, which is also fine. I have coffee. It's not a Nepali thing, but I bought it at a tourist store because I like having coffee. What else? Over here in this bag is it's a soybean ball, and you buy them at the market. They're just dried little balls that you reconstitute in water. And they're really good in a pinch if you don't have any fresh vegetables as your tarkari for the day. And I believe that is all the food in the kitchen. So I'll take you upstairs and show you everything else. And then upstairs is where my Didi keeps our giant bags of rice. I don't know why, but we keep it in the bedroom. So this is chickpeas. that we have for morning snacks sometimes. And this is all rice. Giant bag of rice, giant bags of rice. And that's all the food in our house. Normally what we have is we always have rice and lentils because we eat those every day. And then we have our little snacky things like chickpeas, liver flour to make rotis, all of our spices. And then our vegetables are what we basically pick every day from our garden. And that is all the food that's available in our house. So I wanted to show you that because there's just so many times in my life in the US that I would open up a fridge or a pantry just overflowing with food and complain that, gosh, there's nothing to eat here in this house. And it's hilarious to me now because I wish I had chips and crackers and all sorts of processed foods that can sit on a shelf and cans of soup and just all these food options, but it's not like that here in Nepal. So just a little bit of perspective, I guess, about how life is different here. So that's all. I'm going to finish this video by showing you guys a day of food consumption. So here is 7 a.m. roasted chickpeas with tea, milk tea, nothing special. 11 or so, dal bhat. So there's rice with the lentil soup mixed in there. And the vegetables to the side, that's potato mixed with soybean balls purchased from the market. About 3 p.m., rotis with more lentil soup. These rotis are made with wheat flour and water, no other ingredients. And then about 7 or 8 at night, we have our second dal bhat. Rice again, lentil soup off to the side. Those are cooked mustard greens. And in the evening time, I usually get a nice warm glass of buffalo milk. That's all.